Hello student, welcome to my economics class part 3 of macroeconomics chapter number 1, and today we will be discussing on two very important topics: stock and flow concept and circular flow of income into sector model. Okay, now let us first see what is stock and flow concept. Stock is a quantity measured at a point of time. It is measured at a point of time. For example, my saving bank account balance on 1st April 2020. Here I'm using a particular date, right? 1st April 2020. So stock is a quantity measured at a point of time. It is not time dimensional. Means it's about right now, at this moment, or at some moment, or at some particular point of time. Okay, it is static, it is fixed, or countable in number. In our case, my saving, I can easily know how much I have in my saving account on 1st April 2020, right? So it is countable. And here are the example of stocks. Well, labor force, capital, supply money in a country, bank deposit. All right. Now moving on to next concept, flow. Flow is a quantity measured over a specific period of time. It is about per year, per week, per hour. For example, we pay income tax based on what? Based on annual income, that is per annum basis, right? Per year basis. So it is about per year basis, per year, or in some cases it may be per month, per week, per hour, and it is time dimensional. Means what? Per year, per annum, or per month, per week, per hours. Okay. We now let's say we pay income tax based on what? Based on annual income per annum, right? Or per year, right? We do not pay income tax based on one particular point of time or one particular date, right? We pay income tax based on our in annual income, that is per month, per annum basis, right? So it is time dimensional, and it is that dynamic of fluctuating. Okay? It's about the entire process. Okay, it's about the entire process, and it fluctuates. Now, if your monthly salary increases, then your annual income will also increase. So will your income tax. If your monthly salary decreases, your annual income will decrease, and so will your income tax. So it fluctuates. Okay, and it's about the entire process. The example flow are national income, expenditure of money, capital formation, change in money supply in a country, interest on capitals. All right. Now let's see how flow and stock are mutually dependent. Let's take an example. Suppose you were depositing rupees 1000 per month. So you are depositing rupees 1000 per month. So it's per month, right? Per month basis. So it's a flow concept. And on 1st April 2020, your saving bank account is 10,000 rupees. You have 10,000 rupees in your saving bank account, and you are withdrawing rupees 500 per month, right? So this is you're withdrawing for rupees 500 per month. So it's per month, so it is your flow concept. And this is your saving account on 1st April 2020 is your stock concept. Now, if the amount of deposit increases from 1000 to 2000, or say 3000, then the stock of saving bank account will increase, right? And if the stock of saving bank account increases, then flow of withdrawal will also increases. So stock depends on flow, and flow depends on stock. Remember this, okay? And in our case, stock of saving bank account balance depends on flow of deposit. right? And flow of withdrawal depends on stock of saving bank account deposit, right? Sorry, stock of saving bank account balance, right? Okay, so here this is how stock and flow are related. Okay, now let's move on to next very important topic, circular flow of income. Got it? There are four types of economic activities: production, consumption, distribution, and exchange. And this produces goods and services and generate incomes. Okay. Now, when these goods and services and money flow continuously, if they flow continuously among various sectors of the economy, what are the various sectors of the economy? Household, business sector, or firm, government, and rest of the world. Now, if these goods and services flow and money flows continuously among various sectors of the economy, then it is known as circular flow of income. All right, like I said, there are four sectors: household, business sector of firm, government, and rest of the world. But at our level, we will be discussing only on two sector economy. Okay, we'll be discussing about two sector economy. So the two sector economy are household and business sector or firm. We're not going to discuss on government and rest of the world. Okay, now let us see what do you mean by circular flow of income in two sector economy or two sector model. Two sector model consists of household and firms. Household sector owns all factors of production. What are the factors of production? Land, labor, capital, and entrepreneur, right? Land, labor, capital, and entrepreneur, right? So these are the factor of production, and these are owned by household sector. Okay, and household sector will sell this factor of production in the form of factor services to firm, and firm will use these factor services and produce goods and services. All right, so let me remind you once again: land, labor, capital, entrepreneurs, these are your factor of production and is owned by household sector. All right, and this household sector will sell this factor of production in the form of factor services to firm, and firm using these factor services will produce goods and services. Got it? Now let us see the major assumption of circular flow of income in two sector model. Number one, there are only two sectors, household and firms. Okay. Number two, there is no saving. Means what? Whatever income is generated by household will be spent on the purchase of goods and services produced by firm. Okay. For example, if household sector generate rupees 5,000 per month, then they will use this entire amount, this whole amount for this with 5,000 on the purchase of goods and services produced by firm. Okay, that is why there will be no saving. Number three, there is no inventory stock. Means what? Whatever firm produces in the economy will be consumed by household sector. Whatever goods and services produced by firm in the economy will be consumed by household sector. Okay, and circular flow of income can be viewed from two different angles: money flow and real flow. What is money flow? In money flow, there will be flow of only money, from one sector to another sector. Okay, there will be a flow of only money in the form of wage, interest, profit, rent, or consumer expenditure. Okay, there will be a flow of only money in the form of wages, interest, profit, rent, consumer expenditure from one sector to another sectors. All right, now let us see what is real flow. Here there will be a flow of goods and services across different sectors of the economy. There will be a flow of only goods and services. Households is flow of services from household sector to farm sector. Flow of goods and services from farm sector to household sector. Okay, there will be a only flow of goods and services, and that is known as real flow. Now let us see the phases or stage of circular flow of income. There are three phases of circular flow of income. Number one, production phase. Number two, income phase. Number three, expenditure phase. In production case, what will happen? Household sector will sell factor services to firm, right? Firm will use these factor services to produce goods and services. So in the first phase, production of goods and services take place. Okay, so goods and services are produced here in the first phase. Second phase, that is income phase. In this phase, incomes are generated. Now factor services are used by firm, right, to produce goods and services. Now for using these factor services, firm will pay factor payment in the form of wages, interest, profit, and rent. To whom? To household sector. Okay, and household sector will generate income. So this is our second phase. Now third phase, expenditure phase. Here the household sector will use their income on the purchase of goods and services produced by farm. So here expenditure are made by household sector on the purchase of goods and services produced by farm. Okay, so these are the three phases of circular flow of income. Now let me explain this by using a diagram. Okay, this is your household sector and this is your farm. Household sector sell factor services to whom? To farm. Farm using these factor services produce goods and services, right? So this is your first phase, that is production phase, right? Now for using these factor services, firm will pay in the form of factor payment to household, right? And there is a income generation. This is your second phase. Okay, now income is generated. This income will be spent on the purchase of goods and services by by household. Okay, now firm will now send goods and services to household sector. Okay, so first, number one, household sells factor services to firm. Firm using these factor services produce goods, and that is our first phase, production phase. And firm for using factor services will pay to the household in the form of factor payment. This is your second phase or income generation phase, right? And then household will spend this income on the purchase of goods and services produced by firm. This is your third phase, or let's say your expenditure phase here, because consumer are spending money on the purchase of goods and services produced by firm. And lastly, firm will supply goods and services to household. Okay, so the green arrow mark which I have used, okay, the green arrow mark, it shows flow of goods and services. So it represents real flow. And the red arrow mark shows flows of money from one sector to another, from farm to household or from household to farm, right? So it represents money flow. I hope you're clear about this. Let us see what are the significance or importance of circular flow of income. It helps us to understand interdependence among different sectors of the economy. We know that house and farm are interdependence, right? Farm, to survive, to produce goods and services, they need what? Factor services from household, right? And without household, farm cannot produce goods and services. And household needs what? Goods and services from farm to survive. And without farm, household cannot receive goods and services and they cannot survive. So circular flow of income shows how different sectors are, how household and farm are interdependent to each other. Okay. Now, number two, it facilitates the estimation of national income. Okay, national income. What is national income? In short, national income is a sum of all factor payment. Okay, in the form of income, in the form of wage, rent, profit, interest. Okay, sum of all this, that is factor income. So sum of all factor income, or sum of all expenditure on goods and services in the economy during a year. That is our national income. Okay, so from circular flow of income, we can easily calculate national income, right? Because we know how from where incomes are generated and from how and from where expenditure are made, right? So studying circular flow can help us to facilitate the estimation of national income. Okay, and here is a question. You can answer to this question in the comment section. And this is the end of my part 3 lecture. If you have any doubt, any queries, you can post your question in the comment section. Okay, see you in my next class. Till then, take care. Bye bye.